Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick video here on how we stay in the channel. So HOV was a stock on our watch list from last night. And I said HOV stock surge today, trading through the declining tops line and lateral resistance. Here you can see. Like this. And traded above it and closed above it in here. Closed at 1052, which was support. This was support for it right in here, 1050. It did drop down a bit to 10 first thing this morning, popped back up and consolidated. But when it broke through the 1050, this was your opportunity to enter into the trade. And in actual fact, then what happened was we now have a spot where we can draw a channel line. Now, of course, this is in history, so the channel line would have only been like this. But as the day trades along, and we move the channel line up. Now, what you see here, and we had it like this. We were able to make a second line because it had a top. Originally, it would have been like that, but it broke through that, so then we make it like that. It flattens out in here and breaks the channel line, but it really is just trading sideways. So what we do is we fan it out. We keep fanning it out until it starts to go up or drop sharply. But it didn't drop sharply, it just consolidated. And as a matter of fact, it formed a wedge like this. And right at the apex of the wedge, it popped. And that actually gave you another entry opportunity right there. This is your first pullback entry up. 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and then wave 5. So here's a pop and entry level right in here. So now we have a trend line that looks like this. And we can see that it held the trend when it popped up, pulled back, and now we changed the angle of this one to look like this. And funny enough, it's not quite parallel, that would be more parallel. Like that. Spiked up through it, came down. That was a candle of indecision, quite often showing a change in direction. Sure enough, it came back, pulled over. But again, it got to this channel line, and it held it. And so there was no reason to exit this trade. It did pop down, but on very low volume, and then trade sideways. Oops. And trade sideways in here. So again, this isn't a drop. This is really just, again, what we have to do now is fan the channel out. And we want to maybe try and connect as many dots as possible. So we move it up into here like this. And this becomes our new angle of ascent, like this. Like this. Maybe you would draw it like this as a wedge. Now, a rising wedge. And again, it didn't break the channel. It just traded sideways through it. So now our new channel is, this is, it's a dynamic thing. Now it's flattening out, which is not unusual in the end of the day. But look at now, this is our channel. So you can see, even though we had to change the channel angle, it never really had that sharp pullback that violated the channel line. And it just continues to climb here. So this is now up close to $3 from our entry. Our entry is 1050. It's now 1320, and easy to stay in this trade. Easy being a relative term. A low risk, low stress trade. The way this thing traded all day long. $3 move, and this gets back to my point again. I know you're tired of hearing this, but if you have a small account, $2,000, let's say, and you have 6-to-1 leverage from your broker, that's $12,000. You could add 1,000 shares of this. You'd be up $3,000 today on this trade. So you can trade higher price stocks, even if you bought 300 shares. That's $1,000. 300 shares would be $3,000. That's 2-to-1 leverage. Not even 2-to-1 leverage, but say your broker gives you 2-to-1 leverage. You could have bought 400 shares and you'd be up $1,200. So there's lots of reasons why you can trade these higher priced stocks. You don't have to trade for pennies. And it goes back to my other point, what I made on, what we're looking for. We're looking for a sweet spot, $3 to $30 stocks. And we're looking for stocks that make more than a $1 move, not a 10-cent move or a 5-cent move. We're looking for big wins. And here you go. This is it. $3 move. That's 30% on your money if you'd have just bought without leverage. That's huge. That's a big, big move. Anyways, enough of my soapboxing. INMD never really did anything. No follow through from yesterday, but not surprising because it was up like 6 or 7 days in a row. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Spinning top, which is interesting. You can see the spinning top, usually a sign of change in direction. And sure enough, it did. It's down a bit today. So no follow through, but that wasn't surprising. The Nordstrom's up 6 cents. No follow through from yesterday. LCI, another big win for us. This stock has just been a monster. We put it on here when it broke out. It's 7.5. It's now doubled almost. It's 13, almost hit 14. Huge win for us. Trading this every day. It's been a fantastic trade. And again, nice trade today. We set on this on our watch list. We saw, I'm